Hey there, it's Lauren. Thank you for being here for this video. I'm continuing on my collection series that I started with my cleansing balm video where I talked about all my cleansing balms. So here I am today, moving on from cleansing balms, talking about all of my cleansers. So here's my cleanser collection video. Rounded them all up. Didn't particularly set them in any sort of order, so I'm just gonna randomly grab them and talk about them and get through them. So I'm gonna start with this guy right here. This is the Sum 37 Miracle Rose Cleansing Stick. This is actually something that, this is my second or third, I don't even know, just this has been repurchased. And I mainly now reserve this guy for travel because it is a cleansing stick. So it's in solid form, which is really great for travel, so I don't have to, you know, worry about that. This guy, as it says, Miracle Rose, it's made with a bunch of different parts of rose, including fermented rose, and it even has little like rose petals in it. It's kind of like a bar of soap, so it does suds up quite a little bit, but it is actually rather gentle and soothing, and I don't find it to be stripping at all. It does an okay job of removing makeup, but I mainly reserve it for a second cleanse. From what I remember, it has a decent pH, pretty gentle. Again, since I reserve this for travel, I like having something in my routine when I travel that I know is like good with my skin and gentle, so any variables that come up when traveling, food, drinking, airplane, I have something that I know gets along with me really well. Also in sort of like rose theme and something that I actually have repurchased a bunch, this is the Indie Lee Rosehip Cleanser. This guy, again, is rather gentle rose. Smells like rose. That other one smells like rose. Really, really nice though, rose, not like synthetic rose. This guy though is like, as you can see, it's a little bit more of a jelly consistency, but also this one does kind of foam up, but it creates a little bit more of like a milky slip foam than like a straight up sudsy foam. Okay at removing makeup, but I mainly reserve this as a second cleanse. This is like an upper, like mid-range price cleanser, so I don't particularly care for using those things too much for removing makeup. It has at various times been like a staple everyday kind of use cleanser, but I've been testing out a lot of things, so it's kind of made its way into the back, but it'll be something that you've probably seen on my channel before, and if I do more like skincare things in the future, you'll see it again. So I recommend this. Only thing though is this is glass. So I have broke one of these in the bathroom. That was pretty scary, so careful with that. So moving on from there, these guys actually are kind of the things that are living in my shower everyday use right now. This is the Trilogy Cream Cleanser with Rosehip, Evening Primrose, and Carrot. This is a beautiful, gentle cleanser. I really like Trilogy products. Again, this is something I have purchased time and time again. I always look out for Trilogy products when I go into my local Whole Foods to see if they are on promotion. Usually you can get them for like between like $3 and $6 off. So when I see this go on promotion is when I buy another one. So, you know, sometimes I go longer without it than others, but I really like this. I remember picking this up around the time I was really loving the Pie Gentle Creamy Cleanser, and I find these actually be quite similar in scent, similar in feel, similar in the way that they like get emollient-ishness when you add water, you know, cream cleanser. So something I like to use again as a second cleanse or as a morning cleanse. So I mainly use this in the morning because it gives like a nice scent to use in the morning, and it is rather hydrating and gentle. So I really like that guy. And then this guy is something that actually was sent to me. This is Willing Beauty, the Do Over Cleanser. They sent me a bunch of stuff a long time ago, and I just started sort of circling things in, and I circled this guy in a few months back, couple months back, I don't even know, but this is like their gentle kind of non-offensive gentle cleanser, and it's nice. It's a decent cleanser. It is like kind of like a nice cream formula. You know, I don't find it to be harsh or anything. Decent second cleanse, like a good kind of basic cleanser. I don't love it though. I don't care for the scent. I don't find that it does anything special for my skin, but I also don't find that it hurts my skin in any way. It's not like, yeah, it's just okay. It's nice though, it's okay. Now these two actually are on their like last legs and I forgot about them. My regular bathroom was leaking into the downstairs part and they had to go in and rip up the shower and like retile it, and it was a whole long thing and I had forgotten about a lot of products. This is the Mad Hippie cream cleanser with green tea, orchid, and macadamia. This is really lovely. I think this was in my skincare video from the fall, and it just has quite not much left. It doesn't have very much left, a couple uses left. Good cream, if you can see. I like myself kind of a hydrating, easy cream cleanser, and that's definitely what this is. Good as a morning cleanse, second cleanse. Not particularly amazing at taking off makeup, but gentle, easy, lovely, smells really nice. Affordable too. Mad Hippie is a pretty good, affordable, like lower mid-range green beauty brand that you can get in a lot of places. Whole Foods, you see it sometimes on promotion at Whole Foods. You can get a couple dollars off. I think it's carried at places like Derm Store and Anthropologie, so often both of those stores do like 20% off things, so then you can get it for more discounts. It's the only thing I've tried so far from Mad Hippie. It's a brand that I haven't explored much, but I've heard continuously good things, so if that's a brand that you've tried anything from, I'd love to know what would be a good next thing to try. But this guy, quite wet. This is the Jordan Samuel Peel Treatment Cleanser. This got renamed, and I can't remember the name off of the top of my head, but this is Jordan Samuel's original cleanser. It is a like gel kind of consistency. This only has like one use left, so it'll probably pop up in an empties video soon, but gel kind of texture that you rub on and then you add water to emulsify and break down. I actually find it to be a pretty decent makeup remover. I like to use it as a second cleanse, but I do find it to be a pretty decent makeup remover. The balm cleanser by him that was in my cleansing balm video is an even better makeup remover, but this still does the job pretty well, just takes a little bit more work. It has a nice kind of fruity, kind of jelly candy smell, but not like overtly sweet. And it does have a little bit of enzymes in it, but I haven't found that to be harsh. And it is actually quite hydrating. It leaves a little bit of like something behind on the skin, but I like that feeling. I think some people I've read reviews didn't care for how it removed makeup or how it felt afterwards, but it worked well for me. Again, another thing that only has one or two uses left. This is the Niod Sanskrit cleanser, and it comes in like this kind of toothpaste-esque metal tube, and this is the reason why I haven't finished this guy. I need to like spend some time like getting it out. I don't have one of those like product roll things, but I don't even know if that would work on this. I actually kind of hate these style of packaging because it's not as soft as a toothpaste kind of squeezer, so you can't like squeeze it well. And it's like this metal thing that as it bends, it starts to break and then the product comes out. I've had that happen on that Manuka mask that I really like by Antipodes. It's in a similar construct and the thing kind of broke down. So I've had a hard time getting the product out, so that's why I haven't fully used it up yet, even though I've had it for a hot minute. But also this isn't an everyday type of cleanser. This is definitely more of like a treatment cleanse, a deep cleanse. It has like a milky bread yeasty smell to it. Definitely more of something I'll use when I'm like feeling kind of gritty and need a bit of like a deep clean detox, kind of sweaty post-workout, hot, muggy day kind of cleanser. So yeah, I've liked it. I don't know if I'll be repurchasing it, but I did enjoy it while I had it, and it was kind of fun to have a different type of smell in there, since everything else is usually more like citrusy or rosy. It was nice having something on that sort of odd toast bread smell. Along the lines of not everyday, kind of more of like a treatment cleanse, this is the Tatcha the Deep Cleanse. I put this guy in a video not too long ago, a couple months back, with like a brief kind of first impressions review. I had used it for a couple of weeks and I was really not in love with this for a while. I kind of was testing it out, using it here and there, seeing how I liked it, and I really wasn't into it. But just in like, I'd say the last month, I've kind of found my groove with this product, and I use it a couple times a week, nothing more than that. It does like a good job though of like getting rid of any sort of muck feeling, but in a gentle way. And I use it mainly in the morning, so I get a little bit of an exfoliation, kind of nice clean. I like to use it after I've used any sort of like nighttime treatments or any sort of like nighttime masks, so I might have like kind of a tacky, sweaty skincare morning face, so this is nice to use. Gives a very light bit of exfoliation. My beef with this product though is the awful packaging. This actually popped off during that last video that this was in, as I was doing the inserts and I like was squeezing it to show the product. This little decal popped off, so it's actually on there with like a piece of tape. So that's kind of weird, and it's like peeling here. Like the packaging is kind of peeling, and also the dispenser on this is just like meh, you know? It's okay, it does the job, but it's not elegant, it's not efficient, and it just doesn't seem up to par with what I've experienced from Tatcha. But nice, I've enjoyed it more so as I've used it, and it's kind of become a weekly used product. This is the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser. This is my, I think, third-ish one of these. This is like a workhorse type of product, just like an unsung hero that I kind of like having around to pull out if my skin's ever feeling kind of annoyed or irritable. This is kind of a good go-to leaning cleanser for me because my skin gets along with it. It's, you know, it's not offensive, very weird word choice. It's gentle, you know, doesn't have any like fluff about it, gentle on the eyes, does an okay job at removing makeup. That seems to be the theme, an okay job. But mainly I use micellar waters or some different cleansing balms to remove makeup. So if I'm wearing like a light base or something like that, or sunscreen, this does a good job. And it's also one of those good like quick cleansers. I can just like pump this, take off makeup, pump it, do like my regular cleanse if I don't want to do like mix and match kind of cocktail routine. Has like a light-ish rose scent. Don't care for the smell. It's kind of like grandma scent in a way. At least my idea of what a grandma might smell like. This is one of the newest things that is in my collection. This is the Uliv Golden Glow Oil Cleanser. This is from that brand Uliv that I talked about, the Souffle moisturizer, quite a bit. And when I went to the Indie Beauty Expo, she gifted me the expanded range of the products. So it now has the moisturizer, an oil cleanser, and a serum. And this oil cleanser, I've only used a couple times, so I can't fully speak to it, but I have enjoyed it the couple of times I've used it. It's an olive oil based cleanser, and it has various extracts and herbs in it, like turmeric and ginger and things like that. So it's a very like spicy scent, and my skin felt really nice after using it, but not entirely, you know, haven't given it like the full workaround to say how it agrees with me yet. And last but not least, this is the Mamiel Pure Calm Cleansing Dew. This is the most expensive cleanser I own. It's like the Chanel handbag, like Louis Vuitton of my cleansers. So it's not something I use all the time. It's kind of become like a special skin treat, indulgent skincare kind of moment. If I want to do something extended, a little bit more like indulgent, ritualistic in a way, self-care-ish, this is something I'll reach for. Again, I'm not going to use this to remove my makeup. It's stupid expensive to use as that. It's a cleansing oil. It says cleansing dew, but it's like a very thin oil, almost like a very, like almost elixir-like, not thick. Feels lovely, smells amazing. As all the Mamiel products do, my skin feels lovely after using this. It has a very calming scent to it, so it's definitely more of like one of those sort of skincare experiences, which sounds very strange, but it definitely is more of an experience. So I probably should up the speed of using this guy, because the Mamiel products, you know, they're very natural, so it's gonna eventually go bad, but something that I pull out on special occasions, and it's just absolutely beautiful, and I love it. So that is all of my cleansers and various states of use. So hopefully this was helpful or interesting. If you have any more like pointed specific questions about some of these items, let me know. I know this was a very like overview, brief looking at these guys, not particularly detailed, but don't want to be here for 2 hours. Anyways, if you did enjoy this or enjoy these types of videos from me, please give it a like and subscribe if you're not already, for more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.